Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we had a succession. Is this a different flag for our liege? Hang on, that feels different somehow. I don't recognize it 100%. Well, we don't recognize our liege anyway, so it's fine. We're just going to proceed forward here. We need to, of course, finish sieging our brother's castle here to get that taken back. Ooh, 64% chance of 55 gold. I'll take it. We got it. Fantastic. That is absolutely excellent. So that is additional gold for us, which will, of course, be wonderful. We're going to be taking this over, and I'm wondering, since we have a claim, what is our control level up here going to be? It's currently 100. We'll see. Should be interesting. So we're just going to wrap up this siege. I don't think we'll need to fight them again. This is fine. Our mercenary contract is expiring. That's okay. We don't need to extend their contract. So that all looks good as of right now. We just need to finish up this siege, and then we can start thinking about what we want to do about our liege, I should say. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Apparently coughing is ensuing. Fantastic. Okay, so that war is over. And we are at 0 control. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So these don't need any buildings built. Understood. At this point, of course, we're hoping that we start actually replenishing our pakes. That would be ideal. I don't know why they weren't before, but they're eating up our money as if they're replenishing. They're replenishing now, so we must have just hit a small bug previously. For whatever reason, they just weren't replenishing. They are now. It's all good. Okay, so we definitely need to put in some building slots over here. We do have access to a duchy-level building here, which isn't surprising considering that's the duchy capital. And we're going to be putting in absolutely wind furnaces here. So all we need now is 4 gold. There we go. So we'll get that going in. That'll be fine. This we need 2 buildings in, and this we need to evaluate. Actually, these buildings are fine. Maybe not the log forts. We might swap the log forts with something else later on, like a forestry. That's probably something that we'll end up doing. So for now, that's okay. It'll take a little while to get that all online. But our funding should start to improve here. The main issue at this point, of course, is we just lack all of the bonuses from our lifestyle focus. Let us move on. I don't want to spend money. So that'll be fine for now. And of course, we need to bring up our control levels. Who is this? This is our son? He is currently sadistic. We'll just move him to ambitious. That'll be fine. We'll gain some stress from it. Now, we're not going to last very long with this character. And we need to keep in mind that we are very, very likely to die here. Luckily, our current son is 19. On succession, we are expecting to lose 2 titles. We can't disinherit him because we don't have enough renown. So that's not an option. We could ask to take the vows. He won't do it even with our hook. So he has 500... yeah, because he's ambitious. Right, we just gave him that. He's our second son, not our first son. This guy's going to be a problem. Okay, we've created this problem for ourselves, but we will handle this. Fantastic. Now, we could definitely just imprison him. It's an act of tyranny, but we don't have subjects to lose opinion. Well, we kind of do. But they don't matter. They don't matter. So our half-brother was captured during a siege of Thana. Okay. I'd prefer it if it was this son, but whatever. So at this point, why was he in Thana? That's weird. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. At this point, what we really need to do is we need to build up our control levels, but because we're going to die very soon, this probably doesn't matter. What 2 titles are we going to lose? Venadu and Aranad. Okay, we can work up our crown authority, and this is probably a good thing. We're going to get started on that. That was quite necessary to do. So now we have a stewardship perk available. We get our very first stewardship perk, and there we go. Golden obligations is not ideal, for sure. So we're just going to busily work on bringing up these control levels. They are not going up as quickly as I'd like, but they're okay for now. So that's in progress, but that's going to take a while. Now then. Who is this? This is in Venadu. Monopoly is sold for 8 years. Minus 50% holding taxes, but some money came in. Interesting. Well, I'd like to use that money to build this forestry here. Now, we don't have enough finances right now. What we really need is, honestly, this guy to die sooner rather than later. We are in poor health at this moment, and we would absolutely like for him to die sooner rather than later, so this guy can take over and have a good long life without having to worry about succession for a while. Because that would be ideal. We may want to, well, we don't want to put gold here or here, since we know that next life, so we don't want to put gold here or here. Since we know that next life, we're going to be losing those temporarily. So that means we want to put in our gold here. And I'm going to put in a forestry here for now, and then we're going to put in here, this is going to be a wind furnace. So 150 gold on that. Understood. That will take some time, and it will come online eventually. So that also means that we don't really care that much about this control level, right? Because we're going to lose it as soon as this guy dies, which could be literally any time at this point. So that's noted. If we could get the duchy level... We are lustful. It doesn't really matter. This is fine. It was sweet, but it was fleeting. I'm sure it'll be okay. So if we could get the duchy, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, in order to claim our liege's title, we're still going to need 1,500, and that's a lot. I'm going to start working on fabricating a claim here. It will be cheaper for us, I believe, to actually get this title, which should destroy the Raj title, I think, if he's then unlanded. Which he would be. Okay. I think this will destroy the title, and it'll be cheaper for us to create the title. We'll be able to do that by gold. So that's the idea at this point. We'll see if this guy lives long enough. If he does, great. If he doesn't, well, that's unfortunate. So at 4 out of 7, we've got plenty of domain limit at this juncture. That's not an issue. 70 gold and independent farmlands. County fertility. Exists in counties located within the Great Steppe. This is not within the Great Steppe, so that's interesting. We'll have him join our court. Not that we'll do anything with him. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're busily working on fabricating this claim, but if we die before the claim is fabricated, that's fine. We gained a gemstone, which we can equip. Might as well. It gets us a tiny amount of prestige, so sure, that's fine. So we'll get that equipped. That's fine. We're making 8 gold per month right now, and we would like that money to be up a lot, but we have a long ways to go. Our control level here is only 25. Our control level here is only 12. It's gonna take a while. Our control level down here is 100, which is nice. And of course, in our capital, it's always going to be 100. It cannot drop below 100, I don't think, in our capital, can it? Maybe it can. That might be a Europa mechanic that I'm thinking of. But as of right now, this is fine. We've got 102 gold. And we need to decide, where are we putting that gold? Well, I do very much want to put it into... Where did we say we were going to put that furnace at? I mean, this is all tax creation, so that's fine. Did we actually already put the furnace where we were going to? We're now infirm, so we're going to die sooner rather than later, and that's good. We know that that's good. It'll be a bit of a setback, but maybe we should put this money instead. Because, yeah, I'm not seeing a furnace. Maybe we already got that, and I just completely blanked it. But I think we should put that money instead into boosting up these men-at-arms. So I'm going to do exactly that. We're going to get those going. Because we're going to need them. We are going to need them. And that's fine. We're going to get this claim done, and that claim is, of course, going to cost us 90 gold. I'm going to make the claim, but that'll put us in debt, and we'll have to work our way out of that debt. That said, we'll get there pretty quickly now that our pakes are fully done here. 99 gold. Okay, so we're in debt at this moment. The claim is made, and now... Oh, we can ransom this guy for 16 gold. 4.7 per month. I think we wait. Because now it's 20 gold. So we just wait until this builds its way up to the total of 50 gold. That'll be our best bet, I think. Oh! Our problematic son is now a leper. That's actually really good. That means he'll die pretty quick, in theory. Nice. So now we're at 29 for this ransom, and we're just continuing to wait this out. It's going to need another... Okay, now it's at 19. He spent gold. He spent like 10, 20 gold. Very rude of him. It was like 10 gold. Well, that's not the end of the world. He's back up to 24 now, and we're slowly working our way out of debt at this point. Okay, apparently we have another son. Sure. That's also potentially problematic for our succession. I don't think we can change our succession law when we're account level, can we? I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah. 99% certain that we can't do that. We can... Actually, we can. If we went to partition or high partition, this would be better, but that's a lot of prestige. And we have powerful vassals, apparently, who are opposing this. We can't go to primogeniture yet. We're missing the innovation. High partition is the best that we can do for right now. And that'll be 500 prestige. We're not going to get that before this guy dies. That's not happening. So as of right now, that seems fine. Oh, we lose some stress. Okay, that seems fine. 26 gold at this moment. So we definitely want to continue until he hopefully has enough. Pay ransom. He wants to pay us the 26 gold. You know what? I'll take it. It's fine. We're going to die soon anyway. We have to press this claim before we die. So, we're going to press our claim here. That's going to cost us 28 prestige. And that's fine. There's this liege war that apparently happened at the exact same time. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. But we're going to raise up our forces right here. That's just our men-at-arms. I want to raise all. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're going to head in here, and he's going to run away. We can't catch him, unfortunately, but we're going to head up over this direction. We can just get this siege done. This is going to be 5 months, and it's going to take him quite a long time to get grouped up. They're down over here, up over here. With them split up like this, they're no threat. So this seems okay. They've got 10 units of siege, and they're going to try to group up back over here, but they don't have time to do this. Yeah, they do not have time for this. This is over. 2 months remain, and we're making good progress here. Very well. I will dismiss this person. I don't even know who that was. That was our spy master. Okay, this guy is skill 22. Fine. That's probably an improvement. So, who is this guy? Is this our liege? It is. He's been causing us problems. Yeah. Getting out from under the thumb of our liege would be sure nice. So that's fine. They're going to group up down here. This war should be over when we finish the siege, though. Yeah. We captured him, and we could ransom back some of these people. We've got our fellow vassal here. Sounds good. I don't think either of these are going... Yeah, it's just the war leader. So we don't want to ransom himself. But we can ransom these back. So there's 1. Okay, and 2. There we go. So we got those ransomed back. Now let's enforce these demands. There we go. And now our new liege is the king of the Chola kingdom. So our liege is now the top level liege. Perfect. We're going to disband our armies here. And now what we need to do is check the status of this duchy. As expected, it was destroyed. So now what we need is 250 gold. We can ransom this guy for 100 gold. Done. Now we need a stewardship perk, and we're going to take It Is My Domain. So that gives us the ability to extort subjects, but we don't have subjects to extort, I don't think. Let's check our decisions. Correct. We have no vassals of count rank or higher, and we can't until we get a duchy. So that's absolutely understood. It is mildly problematic, but it is understood. So this guy wants to put us in the position of Marshal of Chola, which we will accept, and we can pay homage to our liege. Which we probably should do, to be honest. But we're not going to give him anything. Maybe we shouldn't even do this, to be honest. We could borrow gold from a holy order. This is maybe not a bad idea. We need to make this duchy title fast. So I'm going to do this. Okay. So he paid us 450 gold. Now I'm going to use that gold to create the title. So that's going to be this title here. We'll create that title. That gives us a bunch of prestige. And we're now duchy level. So at this point, when succession happens, we still might lose titles. Yeah, we're still going to lose titles here. And that's going to be these titles. But we can revoke those because we're still going to have the duchy level title. They will be our vassal, is the idea here. So that sounds absolutely great. Are we able to revoke titles? Yeah, on limited crown authority, we're able to revoke titles. So that is perfect. So now we need to repay our loan. So that's going to be a big deal. And where do we do that? Is that in our decisions here? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. We need 450 gold. Yeah, that's expected. So all of these on the mainland have low control. They're all working up their control level, but it is going to take time. And that's understood. We're at least at 50% control here, but problems have definitely ensued. But at least we are now the Duke. The real question is, do we want to move our capital to the de jure capital, which is here? And I suspect we probably should. Yeah, it's the de jure capital making this move allowed even if the capital has previously moved. So we're going to make this be our de jure capital at this point, and that will be absolutely fine. Now, I don't want to spend gold until we get our loans repaid, and we need to build up our control levels, of course. So this is Stewardship Lifestyle Experience, which we're going to take. It'll make our peasants sad, but I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we, at this point, need to get ourselves something like, Hergeld and War Profiteer, neither of these are really going to get us very much. What we really want to do is get down to at any cost, but I don't know that we'll live that long. We'll see. I'm actually surprised we've lived as long as we have. We've managed to get some very good progress done this life, so I'm happy about that. We are going to have to do some title revocation. Now we can repay that loan. So we'll send that back, and that is done. We only intended that to be a very short-term loan. So that sounds good. And at this point, we're mostly just waiting on control levels to come up, right? We do have this monopoly sold and susceptible to plague here. There's nothing we can do about that. Those are not corruptions that we can purge off. So we just have to deal with it for another, like, 7 years. Ah, we now have 500 prestige. Okay. With that, we can maybe do something here, too. I would like to change our law over to high partition. We can't do this at this moment because we have 2 vassals that oppose this. Short Reign, he wants a seat on the council, and he wants a seat on the council too. So both of these should get seats on the council. We're going to have to fire possibly this guy. Yes. Ish. Skill 8, but he's skill 22 steward. This guy, however, he is skill 18 steward. I'm thinking maybe we swap him... what's this guy's stats? He would be a better marshal. So we'll put this guy in as our marshal. There we go. He's 1 skill better. And then we do have this guy as a powerful vassal here. So we need to check. This is skill 8 diplomacy, whereas this guy is skill 1 diplomacy. So we need to put this guy in as our chancellor. He's not going to be as good, but that's a political appointment. We need him to be willing to vote for high partition. So let's go ahead and change this if we can. This guy is still opposing us. He has 13 reasons. And it's because he's chaste. And because we're scaly. To be honest, that's most of the reason. But then there's that personal diplomacy. So we could try to sway this guy. Or we could have a literalist debate. But I don't think that'll be useful. I mean, we probably have a lot of sinful traits. I don't think that's good at this moment. So we can do that. We can try to sway him. We can't send him a gift because he wants 100 gold, which is a lot of gold. So the question is, how long is it going to take? 365 days to sway? Yikes. And we can't actually increase that. Somebody's trying to murder our problem son. I don't mind that, actually. That's okay. That seems reasonably fine for now. But at this moment, what we need to do is we just need to get this guy right here, our marshal, a little bit happier. So we can send him some money. That's definitely a thing that we could do. Yeah. Why is this giving us his reasons here? This is not his actual opinion. I don't think. That's giving us his voting, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it is. Okay, so that's fine. We can have our chancellor work on domestic affairs. And I'm going to do that for now. We'll go back to foreign affairs later. This is going to hurt our prestige. But we need to try to work up our opinions a bit. And that's definitely a way to do that. It's not a good way, especially when this guy is bad at diplomacy. But it's worth a try anyway. So we need to just get this guy willing to vote for it. And the question is, how can we do that? Well, the easiest way is just going to be to throw money at him, to be honest. That's going to be the easiest way. He's the only one blocking us at this moment. So that is absolutely understood. Well, we're working on it. We have a new realm priest who is not endorsing us. And they want the Dama of Kunjakari. Now, where is Kunjakari? That's this here. No, I will not grant you this land. Okay, so we declined that, and that's fine for now. And we should slowly be working on bringing up this guy's opinion. The real thing here is we need to finish up this scheme, and I'm hoping that we just succeed it. We've only got a 45% success chance. If this does not work... Ooh. Good event here. Good event. Okay. What do we got? So he is calm, paranoid, chaste, tough soldier, hunter, aggressive attacker, and athletic. Let's go with... Honestly, unshakable faith because of chaste. Yes, he liked it. Okay, perfect. So that brought his opinion up by 10. Is that enough, is the question. I doubt it. It's probably not enough, but let's see. Yeah, he's still opposing, but barely. But I feel like we have to toss money at him. I don't want to do that, but I feel like we have to. He is now approving. We can't do high partition. Why can't we do this? Oh, we don't have the heraldry invention. This one we can't do. We can't do regular partition either because of no reason. Okay, all of these. And then it lists no reasons. Okay, perfect. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to check in here. Yeah, we're not getting heraldry. So that's understood. We're going to die soon. We have to keep that in mind. I'm going to restart the game. Maybe it will allow us to change to regular partition, although I don't necessarily think that that will change anything for us on this succession. We'll see if this is eligible after a game restart, because it doesn't say that we should be ineligible. It's just grayed out for some reason. We will see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.